sum up 2022, this speaks for all of us, was learning. We learned a lot in 2022.
So the plan for 2023 would be first quarter, Eli dropping his body.
Eli. Main focus right now is just to get it jumping.
Most likely be the talk of the town.
So that nigga, when I get lit, bro, I'm taking it with me, bro. I swear to God, bro.
I'm here at the Aqua Lounge. We about to talk about my new album, Scorpio.
You kill me? Why is that even on your brain? Why is that on your cranium? I personally think the nicest nigga to never get a ring is AI.
Yo, welcome back to the Aqua Lounge podcast. Appreciate y'all tuning in this week. We got a special guest in the building. Goes by the name of Silk Daddy Young God.
Yes, sir.
How
you doing, Brody?
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course,
my boy, the Misfit. Here with the loner, representing DGS Entertainment, 100%.
Cool. Hell yeah, appreciate y'all coming down, man.
Definitely, man. So let's start it. Let's start it from the beginning. So I know you said you were born in Harlem, right?
Yes.
Moved to LI elementary school, you said, right?
Yeah.
So how is that? Do you remember like the transition from Harlem to elementary school in Long Island? Or
Yeah. He was actually the first friend that I made.
Okay.
Out here, so full circle moment.
Yeah.
This music thing together, but it was definitely an adjustment. Just the juxtaposition to like the culture out here compared to like out in Harlem. It's a lot more, I would say, free in Harlem. Able to express yourself easily. LI is a little more conservative, a little more harsh on what they accept and what they don't accept. So the line is a little more broad than it is in Harlem. So that was kind of hard to adjust to, especially being the person I am with the personality that I have. So I definitely faced backlash a lot, even outside of the music thing, just being the person that I am.
Really?
Me and Long Island do not clash.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, not a good mix. But I'm here. I wrote it out for the time being, but I'm definitely looking to venture out to other states, definitely other countries, just, bring Silk to other places in the world, so people can feel that.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Did you do you travel back to Harlem at all? A lot?
Yeah, I'm always there. I think I'm actually going there I think next weekend.
Okay.
It's funny, I got into music, my cousin, he lives out there in Harlem with my grandparents. He's taking care of them. They're a little older now. So he put me onto the music thing, got me a studio session out in Jersey City. Actually, at the Hit Mill in Jersey City, so shout out to them. And that was the first time I recorded music.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, made out like 3 songs out there. My first song, Damage, was made out there. So
So I see how like it was. I think it was 2020. You started like releasing stuff, right?
Yeah. Pandemic around then. Like Juice WRLD had died around then. Like Kobe had died. So those were like, Kobe was my hero like growing up. So that was like a crazy thing to have him die during that moment, and then Juice WRLD have that happen. That was like one of my biggest inspirations in music besides like a Kanye West or a Drake. Okay. So to have like Juice WRLD go at a young age, like that's somebody tough, I could be hanging out with. Like that's bro. So it was kind of weird to have that happen. So
for sure.
Yeah, it made me want to kind of fill that gap. And then the Kobe mentality, taking things so seriously, that's why I decided to pair up with my guys and make a team and not just have it be solely on me.
Right.
But I'll bear the burden for them on my back. But I definitely want it to be something that we do together as a team and have that mentality together.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. And now, so since you started just about like 2020, like prior years, like when you were younger and stuff, who were you like mainly listening to, and who was like your top, like your guys back then?
Growing up, so if we're gonna go rappers, growing up, definitely my top guy would probably, it's a mix between 1A and 1B, would be like Lil Wayne and Kanye. Like those two guys, they're always fighting for that top 1 spot, and then like. A number 2, I'm giving it to 50. Like 50 was a big inspiration growing up. Then you have guys obviously like a Drake, and then I'm a big Jay-Z head. Also being from New York. But then the juxtaposition to that is that Cali love, where like Tupac is like the epitome of an artist to me, like and an entertainer, being an actor, being all of that, being an activist. That's the top of the mountain for me right there. So that would be like my top 5 growing up, really.
Oh yeah, bro.
But then if I'm gonna get outside of that, like
like
some
what
singers,
all inspiration. Like what's like what were you really listening to? And what were you?
I be telling them all the time. Like I be trying to put. You could ask them anytime you're in the car. Michael Jackson will play.
Yeah.
Around then, it's gonna be Michael Jackson. Yeah, like
Michael Jackson.
I'm a big Mike guy. And then like outside of that, I'm a big Bieber guy, Belieber.
Right.
That's I'm not ashamed to wear that patch on my shoulder. So I wear that proud. And some songstresses, some women out there. I love right now SZA. She's going crazy.
Yeah,
she's on a crazy run right now. So that's crazy. Obviously, you have the Beyonces.
Yeah.
Keisha Cole.
Okay.
I'm big on Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole go crazy, and then Alicia Keys. That's like
Alicia Keys.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I can't forget Mary J. Blige.
Oh yeah.
That's something crazy right there.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So the name, Silk Daddy, Young God.
Yes.
Where does it come from?
All right, so this is funny. A lot of guys are ashamed to not tell people where their name come from. I didn't come up with this shit. I'm gonna be honest with people. My boy Mitch, shout out to Mitch. I don't know if he gonna listen to this, but I went to high school with him. One of the funniest people I ever met. He would always put me on to the most like obscene, obscure music. Like he's the dude that put me on the Blueface before Blueface was like even popping. Like when it was like, what is this? Like, I was like, bro, what are you showing me? So like he showed me this kid. I don't even know what his name was. It's this young kid. He might have been like 6. Yeah, Big Pill. That was the kid's name. Like somebody 6? Search up. Yeah, dude, this kid is like a 6 or 7-year-old Big Pill. Holy shit. And in the song, he's like, pull up to the scene, Silk Daddy. And I was like, Mitch played me this shit. And I'm like, dog, like, I'm not gonna lie, this like ain't half bad. Like this 6-year-old might be on to something. And then I cut my hair off. I got the waves. I'm wearing the do-rag. I'm looking at the back of the package one day, high as hell. It's like it's a silk do-rag. I'm like, damn. They might know I'm not too bad with the females. I'm not the greatest, but you know, some might be known to call me daddy. So I was like, "So daddy, this shit fit."
There we go.
And I was like, I might have to run with it. So you know, for anybody who's out there trying to be a rapper, looking for a name that's cool, you know, just run with the shit that's around you. Yeah, it don't gotta be too complex. That's and then the young God part, that was just my ego. Yeah. I'm not too religious, so I don't care about the sacrilegious part on that. But you know, I'm the young God. Like. What people are going to see in the journey that I have coming for them is, you know, a lot of miracles might be coming along the way in the journey. So I'm a young God,
Oh, bro. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
21.
21. Oh, so you're young, bro.
Yeah, very young.
That's dope.
I'm mature for my age, though. So, you know, I'm the youngest. Well, I'm the youngest one in the group, right? Out of all of us?
I think so. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm 22. How you two?
Y'all young.
How old is Jack?
We're 25,
Jack
26.
Yeah, 26. Y'all
Yeah,
26.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm.
You all 26?
I did 25. I just turned 26.
Right. Yeah.
So we're all around the same shit, but
nah, we all young out here.
Yeah,
I'm a young.
100%. So we're going to talk about your music a little bit. So definitely was going through some of that. I think it's dope. You got like a dope like melodic vibe.
Yeah,
definitely, you know, the beats that you're picking are dope. You know, what's like your, well, first of all, too, the new project you told, we'll talk about that a little bit. We listened to that and that was dope. What's do you have like a certain message that you're trying to send with your music, or is it kind of just like how you're feeling and stuff like that? Or
I'm trying to be the factor in everybody's lives to let them know that it's okay to kind of let those maybe intrusive thoughts, the way that you want to be, the dreams, the aspirations, the things that you have to put aside to conform to society. I may want to be that outlet that you may want to live vicariously through, where it's like, damn, yo, like he goes against the grain. He doesn't give a fuck. Like, I want to be like that, or like that's something that I'm trying to be like, so you could see that actualized in a physical realm. So I'm trying to be that. And that's what the music is, where it's like this project Behind the Mask, it's my music, but the Silk Daddy character, the moniker behind, where it's like, it's not me actually, it's a character that I'm trying to step into, where it's lit. We're trying to look at a bright side of life, all that. So we're trying to party celebratory, but the young God factor is where you have to face those realities where like make it dark and make it scary sometimes. And like you guys listen to the project, like the project is not a peachy clean walk through. Like it gets weird along the walk sometimes, but at the end of it, you kind of see where, you get out the end of the tunnel. So it's like, I want to show people, shit is going to get weird in life. It's going to get fucked up. You may have to address some things that you don't want to address, but like, look at me. Like I did it. Ask them. He's known me my whole life. I've done this shit. It's not the first time I've had to go through a tunnel and like come out of it and be like, damn, that was some shit. Like, this is a reoccurring theme. So like, if I can still walk through it and be okay, and then if my dreams and aspirations go well as I know they will, and I pop off and I become successful, then what the fuck? It's not bad to go through shit, is it?
Yeah.
So it's a good thing.
That's what that message is really about in the music.
That's dope. And also, like, I noticed, like the style of beats and stuff on that the new project too was a little bit different. Right, because it's more like, because we're producers, so it's like, you know, we pay attention to the beats, but it's like the dusty drums and like the, you know, kind of like a Mac Miller-ish type of style, you know.
R.I.P. Mac.
Yeah, R.I.P. Mac. But so that was obviously like kind of the sound that you wanted.
Is that give it that rawness? Just it's like that's the best sound to that's the best sound, I think, because I'm not a producer in the sense of making the beats and all that, but I'm like, that's where the name also comes from, like Puff Daddy. So Diddy, that's where it's like, he's not fucking getting on the drums, making the shit, but he knows what sounds good. It's the ear. So now, if I'm also that producer for myself and I'm the artist, that's what Diddy didn't have. He wasn't the best artist performing wise to get on the track, and you guys heard it. I think that I have a good path on that. So if I could do that now, it's like, it's a little different. So I knew what the message best suited for, the sound.
Right.
And that was the best sound to get that message across. You can't get that on a fucking 808 and you can't do a repeating hi-hat. You need to give it a little bit of space in it.
It's very spread out.
Spacing is everything.
And I also noticed too, like you kind of threw, I don't know if it was just the beats that you were picking up, but like in the beginning of the beats, you kind of had like samples of people talking and stuff like that. Was that something that you picked to put in, or was the producer kind of like had it in the beat already?
No, so that's this sick twisted mind of mine. I'd hear a beat. That's the way I work with music. I hear a beat. I hear the pockets necessarily where the lyrics will go, where it sounds good. It may not be like actual words. It might just be a melody, a pattern, just maybe a cadence or something. I'll go back and then I'll see what fits in the gaps that I don't have the words. So like, okay, maybe an ad-lib should go here. They know that I'm just now getting good at the ad-lib shit. I like, if you go back to my songs in 2020, there's no ad-libs on them. Wow. And that's literally because I'd be in the studio with Mike or alone, my bad. And I'd be in there just like chilling. And I'd be like, bro, like I can't come up with fucking ad-libs. And they'd be like, just like say some shit.
Yeah. It's simple. Like he be overthinking that shit, you know? That's like the one part you don't need to think about.
Yeah, right,
you know?
right.
And if you hear this one, it's like the ad-libs are there. And he was with me for most of the songs there. And I was on some weird shit. Most of the ad-libs on the project are like my voice. Like the intro is me. It's not no like shit we pulling from YouTube. It's, yeah, it's me getting in that weird pocket and acting out what I know should be here. It should be some shit that sounds like this. So instead of looking for it, why don't I just go fucking do it?
Yeah, I like that, bro.
So that's what that came out of.
That's dope.
Really.
I mean, that's big. Like having that ear, like you're saying, not just producers make the beats, but it's the whole, it's the ear. You
yeah, 100%.
I mean? It's bringing stuff in and like that's just super important. And especially as an artist, you can craft your sound doing that.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a
if
better
you don't have
production.
the ear for that, you're kind of just picking a random shit. And
yeah,
it's like you don't
and
even
you're just
know.
doing shit.
Yeah. So that's dope.
It's huge.
Yeah.
So like with music in general, like when did you, was it like, what age did you start having like a love for it? Was it young or was it like recent?
Yeah, so music is kind of like it's kind of like instilled in me from a young age. My dad, when he was probably around my age, he was signed to Zoo Entertainment by Africa Bambaataa.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's
dope.
Yeah, ages ago. So he did that, and that's where the DJS Entertainment comes from. So that's like a family like thing. He passed on to me later on, and my mom, they met. My mom was in a female singing group, so like they at one point my dad needed vocals on his song, and he met my mom through that. So it's like
crazy.
Yeah,
that's
it's one of
dope.
those type of, it's like a BET story type shit.
Yeah,
So
that's fire.
yeah,
dope.
so then you get me coming out of that, and it's like, what else was I really gonna do besides something in that field per se? So yeah.
So you took so you must have had a lot of musical influence.
Oh, 100%,
Yeah.
yeah. Because my dad was being the rapper, so like I'm learning about Rakim, like I'm learning about like KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, then I'm learning about like LL Cool J. Now I'm learning about the Cannabises. Like I'm learning every single era, and then my mom being like the singer, so that's where the Keisha Cole,
R&B,
Fantasia,
all the,
Alicia Keys, and it's like we getting into everything. She loves Celine Dion, Madonna, like yeah, we going Boy George, like she loves all that. She loves the vocals, and my dad was the lyricist, so it's like I got to get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
And
it shows in your music too.
It does.
Because you can sing, you're harmonizing, doing shit, and then you also got the bars and you got the flow and all that. So you could definitely see.
Yeah, I shouts out to them for mixing that up together.
Hell yeah. We were gonna talk about like that label a little bit later on, but since you brought it up,
100%.
like because I did see it started in 1997.
Yeah, so yeah.
So that's what. So, but it was your dad's label.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after he got signed, he didn't like the way the industry was, as all artists do come eventually to say that they want to do something individually. So him and his guys, he was at the helm of it, and he did that. You know, obviously they started having kids. Guys get older. You know, passion starts to dissipate, and things go the way that they do. But he always kept on to the rights of it. He kept on to the LLC, dissolved it, handed over it to me. I partnered up with my boy Jack. He goes to Berkeley in Boston, you know, so we did that. We got the guys who, you know, some people don't want to focus solely on the business, but then do you want to get fucked over? Like, that doesn't mean that, all right, if I don't want to focus on business, I just got to get fucked over. So, like, I've known him since we was 4. Like,
Go a little bit to the mic.
Oh, yeah, my fault.
No, you're good.
I've known him since I was 4. Like, I've known bro since like we went to high school, so that's 14. Like we're 21 now, so there's some years that I have with the guys around me. It's not like your music's dope, we should just fuck with each other. This is like family. So
okay.
I try to keep that instilled the same way my pops did.
Yeah, we could speak kind of on like similarly with that because we're a team and we've known each other since the sandbox, literally.
Yeah. It's good to stay that way with the guys that you know.
Yeah, so it's the journey is that much more special.
Yeah, it's really a blessing to be able to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of guys don't. It doesn't go, and I've gone through too where it doesn't go the best. Like they say, it's not easy working with your boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
You run into issues, but if there's transparency and you're open with them, and you guys all have the same mentality, shit could work.
100%.
Yeah,
100%, bro.
So how many guys are on the label right now?
Five artists,
guys.
yeah, including myself. We have Misfit, Silk Daddy, Alona. Shout out Jack and Nicole out in Berkeley, and then we have J2 Tone, who's an artist and a producer.
Okay,
so, you know,
dope.
A lot of people come out. Yeah,
that's fire, bro. That's fucking fire. Now I know you said before, moving to LI, there was, you said there was, I guess, static or you moving in and stuff like that.
Yeah, just getting adjusted to things.
Yeah. How about like the music wise? Like, because you said not just the music. Like, did you have doubters and like people like, yo, what are you doing? Like that type of thing, or
I'd like to. I mean, in the beginning, I wouldn't say doubters. I wouldn't say that I'm not an easy guy to approach, but I think that I'm well respected, so people wouldn't blatantly come to my face and be like, "Hey, your dreams are gonna fucking fail." Like nobody has said that to me, but I'm pretty sure people have looked. Like you get those things on TikTok where it's like so and so has viewed your account. You're like, damn, they viewed my account, but they didn't like shit. And you start to get those a lot, and then you see people where you see them out, and they're like, oh, I see you doing that music thing, and it's just little things, and you're like, all right, you don't respect it the same way I do, but when you see it, now it's gonna be like, hey, can I get a ticket for a show? Can I get this? Like, I'm dropping these clothes soon. You get those messages like, yo, can I get this? Can I get that? And it's like, when's the last time we spoke? Like, outside of the music shit, outside of like the Silk Daddy person, like, when's the last time you spoke to Malik?
Right.
Type shit like that. So you get those a lot, but doubters outrightly, nah, I don't think people are that stupid.
That's funny that you say that though, because like it's always like when people ask like, oh, so what are you doing now? It's like, oh, I'm doing music. It's like, oh, you're doing the music.
Yeah, you get those long O's where it's like 17 H's at that. Like, what the hell is going on? Like,
it's funny, and then sometimes it's hard to explain the vision to people. So it's like you gotta just be like, I mean, I'm doing, it's just hard, but you know how it
100%.
is,
Shout, my guy Russ, he has a line where it's like, it's really hard to believe in a vision that only you can see.
Yeah.
Like, if you're the only person who can see the vision, or you have grateful to have guys around you who can see it, how the fuck are you gonna explain it to somebody who's never followed a dream that they've had?
Yeah.
It's some complex shit for them to understand.
Language.
Yeah, we're speaking two different languages. We can't comprehend it.
Yeah. How about any like self-doubt in a way, like?
I think that's why it took me so long to actually like do the music, where it's like you guys said in the beginning, like after a certain point, you have to take all the cookie cutter shit and the party music out, and you have to really like divulge your inner stuff. And I think that's what I was afraid to do in high school. Like my boy Jack, he wanted me to do music since we met each other in high school. He's been doing it since freshman year. So like respect to him for having the balls to do that. Y'all been in high school. Y'all know how like motherfuckers gonna make fun of you if you doing some shit that they want to do. Everybody want to be cool and famous and recognized for some shit that they good at. But to have the balls and like step out there when you're not him right away, tough. That shit is tough. So like I definitely ran away from that. And I did it senior year later. Like
and it's funny because we didn't really we got into music like right after high school. You know what I mean? So like, but my biggest thing is like I wish I was doing it in high school. Like
bro, if I was doing music in high school, like. Oh, guys! No, I think we're out here. If I'm in class,
we had the knowledge then that we do now, bro. Like the progression would have been, we would have been like here back in high school. So by now, like where could we been?
If I'm cutting this interview with you guys today on a Monday, and I got class tomorrow Tuesday, like a period, everybody is gonna know about.
Yeah,
it.
Exactly.
It's just like math. Like the numbers just work that way.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's exactly right. So like over time.
Yeah, that's where the Kobe mentality comes from. Like, I'm well calculated with, like, the things I do. It may look like, to everybody, it looked like I just made music one night and it was like, I'm going to fucking upload it. Because I didn't tell anybody. But, like, I went to Jersey. Like, I told my cousin, I was, like, begging. I was like, bro, like, I've been writing stuff since, like, junior year. Like, when I was actually going through stuff in life in high school, when it came up, I, like, write about it. I used to write poetry when I was a kid. I like writing. So, like, it only came to be where I was like, shit, like, okay. I fucking love Juice WRLD. I used to watch the way he just like freestyled and his shit, and I was like, let me see if I could freestyle, because like I could work with words. I'm good with that shit. My vocabulary is pretty broad, and I was good at that. I was like, fuck, just like by myself. So I was like, shit, I'm hype, but that's just you. So I was like, I gotta put this out somehow. Found some beats. I was like, okay, let me construct a song, a hook, a verse type shit like that. Went to Jersey. I was like first time, like out the gate, not too bad. Like if anybody go out there listen to Damage, I tell them all the time, like, no bragging shit. I think that's a perfect first song for somebody to have, just because it doesn't, no matter what I did after that, it's not too far from that. Right. Like it has rapping on it, it has the melodies, it shows everything that I could do. So anything I do from here on out, it's not like, where the fuck is he going with this? Like, why did he like venture off? It's on
it's
brand.
All there already.
Yeah. And that's subconsciously I might have planned it, but I didn't plan it then. Like, yo, 50 songs in, bro, this is where you're gonna be.
Right.
Nah, it's just me being me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. I mean, so I know you kind of said before, like, there's some static with the LI music scene. What? Speak on the, like, what do you mean by that?
Not static per se. I love a lot of people in the LI music scene, but I mean, hey, you go listen to anybody else on Long Island and then you turn on my shit, like, I'm the odd fish out. Like, it's not like it's not like a secret. I think they know it. I think I know it. I embrace them. I'm not gonna shun them and be like, why aren't you guys on the shit I'm on? Like, I'm grateful that they're open, like they're with open arms. They want to listen to my shit, but it's just like, hey, I know that I'm not the first thing that you guys are thinking about in the morning, stylistic wise in music. Like, everybody's different for the things that they have. So I feel like if I go to different places, you know, Silk might be more accepted there, where it's not like I force people on Long Island to listen to me. Like, real shit. Like, yo, like, because they know me outside of music. Like, people know who I am. So, like, if I'm going to go over to you and be like, I'm making music now, like,
they're going to listen.
Hey, you got, yo, like, or I'm going to be like, yo, like, you've seen my Instagram where it's like, yo, hey, I'm dropping some shit, like, yo.
They're going to be interested somewhat.
Yeah, if you're not doing it, like, I'm a DM you. Like, if I see you look at my story and, like, you didn't like the shit, like, I'm going to be like, yo, what's up? Like, yo, come on. Like, I know you outside of this. Let's be real. So, I just want to venture out and really take that risk where people don't know who I am. And it's like, they still fuck with me.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah. Do you have you done like performances on Long Island at all, or in the city?
Yeah. We're pretty deep in on the Long Island performance.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
A bunch of shit. Like Amityville Music Hall.
Okay. Yeah. Shout
just
out
a bunch of stuff with like Loaded concerts.
Okay.
Yeah, Loaded concerts.
But we want to do
Molly Resting, I think the name is.
Okay.
Yeah.
We want to set up our own DGS shows. That is the plan though.
Yeah.
This
100%.
summer.
That's coming.
'Cause I feel like that's just like that's like such more of a, like, when you can really just set up your own shit and you can show people you can do that shit yourself, bro. It's like, that shit is just a whole new wave of like, you fucking with promoters. They're like, you get this 10 tickets, go sell it. But it's like, you setting up that whole shit yourself. Like, you pulling people in yourself. And it's like, people see you starting a whole movement. Like, that's what we're really trying to do with this shit. So it's like, this summer is like the steps where we want to like definitely put those into like stepping stones for us.
Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely. Like, we may have some shit in the back and stuff, like, so we could talk later on, like,
definitely
yeah, like, because it's definitely something we want to do, like, kind of get artists to perform, and you know, so if it's something that, if it was like a, you know, your label stuff, you bring all your fans and stuff like that, you know.
So we definitely partner up with some shit, bro. Like, we're trying to get all that in. Like, we want it to be like, you know, we've done it, so we've ran around the course at least of Long Island locally, what it looks like, and we want to definitely take from some of it, but we just don't want it to be a performance type of thing. We want it to be a vibe, you know, a little bit of a party, have some food catered, sell some clothes in the back. You know, nobody knows what the laws may look like with the CBD. Sell some shit in the back. Have it be like a vibe, not just like, come listen to 5 artists you've never heard of. Yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, if I grabbed you off the street and I was like, yo, come listen to 5 boys you've never heard before right now, $10.
Yeah. And better yet,
I got to think about this one.
These showcases are usually, it's more like 20 artists, honestly.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to just like go off of the women. It's not like, you know, sometimes they're not promoted the best way. Like, it's not geared towards the best demographic. You got some guy coming in the back. Look like he just came off of work. He's just here for a beer. He turns around. He's like, "What are these kids doing up there?"
Like, the most messed up part about like the LI scene, bro. It's just like, it's a lot of the same stuff.
Hell yeah.
You know, it's just a lot of the same little venues, little bars. So it's like, we just trying to expand on that, really, like, show people what DGS is about. Like,
we respect that and we love what's been done, but we just know that there's more that can be done for the LIC, not just for DGS, but we want to be that, like I said, if I want to be that outlet for those other people where it's like, shit, that could be done. So it's the same thing for like the DGS thing. Like, we want to show like, yo, if you want to put on some shows and you have an idea what your shows could look like and it's not out there readily available for you, go do it yourself.
Yeah.
It's like the clothing shit. Like you can literally do anything like yourself, bro.
Yeah.
That is.
Like a lot of people think you need like a lot of people to help you like this and that, but it's like if you have an idea, you can literally just execute it like yourself, bro.
I wanted to talk about like because you're an artist, you have the label, and you also do clothing.
Yeah, rocking the merch right now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What is the clothing called? What's it called?
OPE, Other People's Egos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah. This is like something that's deeper to me because it's, I don't know, it's just, I guess it's something that's physical. The music isn't something that you can really touch unless you're printing CDs, but like, I'm wearing this right now. I can show it to you without being like, yo, listen to it. And this really has nothing to do with me. It doesn't have my voice on it. It doesn't have my face. It's just an idea that I came up with and people tend to fuck with it. So it's like,
roll with you.
Yeah, that's the dopest part about it to me, where it's like, shit.
Yeah.
It really has nothing to do with me, like at all.
When did it come about?
This came about like a little while ago. The idea's been a reoccurring idea. But the concept to like actually go and do it was after the music, where I was like, all right, I think I've solidified where my sound is in music, what I want to do, where I think I want to go next. This is the next like part of the creativity for me.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Damn, allergies. Anybody else got allergies out there?
Yeah, I mean, it's always for me. It's like I'll have allergies randomly. Like I don't
Kicking
even,
my
it's
ass
crazy,
this season,
bro.
yo.
I hate this shit.
Allergies is going crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, the clothes is just some of my Kanye shit, where it's like, that man is another just creative wise, where it's like, all right, creativity, what can I do now? And it's like, the clothing was the next step. I fuck with it. I rock shit like this all the time. I'll fuck it up and then I'll go buy it again. And I'm like, damn, how much money have I spent on a hoodie, a t-shirt, fucking joggers?
Yeah.
I might as well just go make it.
Yeah.
Dude, you're a lifesaver.
Oh, and you got it.
I was Odell with the tissue, not the box. That was nice. We're good. We should do something about that.
Yeah. That's dope.
What's like the most unique place? Like, is there like certain place that you remember that was unique to perform at? Like, kind of all similar.
Dude. No, help me out. Come on, Alona.
Probably Amityville, or what's the sound
first
stage?
performance.
Oh, you want to talk about the first one, bro?
We'll set this up.
Oh, nah, dude.
We're geeked out
You
of our
tell
mind.
that
Like,
story,
we
bro.
are happy.
Okay.
At this point, like, ego driven. We're on our high horses. We're thinking like, by any minute, like a label's gonna call us. Like we're out here. Like we're making hot shit. So we're like, all right, best next thing is we gotta like bring this live to people. So we get this performance.
Like when we first started like the DGS shit.
Yeah,
so
this
it's
is like
you know,
brand new
like
to it. Like we're feeling like, yo, we're starting a
Like
business.
2020 still, or maybe 2021.
Yeah, maybe like late 2020, early 2021.
Like
We're
we just riding that high of like, you know, we finally got like something going. Like we got a
Yeah.
group of people like thinking the same way. So it's like
we're going crazy. So we're like, we set up this performance. We get there. It's at an ice cream parlor. It's like their second anniversary, like, you know, celebratory thing. So we're like, all right, like, we don't have to pay. There's no tickets that we have to do. It's like, just show up, perform, do our shit. We get there. There's people there. So it's not like, yo, no, we've performed where it's been like, ah, damn, it's like just us. We just performing for us guys tonight.
Yeah.
But like, we get there. And he remembers. He's coming up to me. He's geeked. He's happy. He's like, yo, bro, like, you ready? And he sees my face. And I'm like, I'm just not feeling, because I'm just sensing it. I'm a big energy guy. And I'm just like, something about tonight just don't feel right. I feel like we're about to.
People was just doing different shit.
Yeah,
like
I'm
it was
hearing in the
an
background, like,
open
comedy
mic.
sets
Like,
and shit,
yeah.
like,
Well, first of all, ice cream parlor. That's
Bad
a
place,
you
yeah,
feel me?
bad,
Like,
bad
yeah.
scene. I should have.
Was it something that they reached out to you guys, or was it you found them?
I think my boy Jacob might have like. Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, it
Jacob,
was.
Jacob's mom. Shout out to her. She's a great. Shout out, Miss Melinda. She was
Dope
great with
manager.
that. Yeah, dope. Just throwing us that opportunity.
Yeah,
she
yeah.
said, she was like, "Yo, guys, like I was like out, heard about this thing, man. You guys should go do that." So we did it. We're like,
Okay.
fuck it. We're about to go kill this. They've never seen anything like this on Long Island. We're about to show them what DGS is. We get there, man. We go up. I'm going on first. I'm hyped. Like we get on. He's like, "Yo, bringing up Silk Daddy." The girls in the back like, ooh, Silk. Like, I'm like, I'm like, bro, this cannot be going better for the first time. We get up there. My boy is doing the sound over there. He plays the music. He's like, you good? I'm like, yeah. I start hearing it. I'm like, maybe I'm nervous or something, but like, something's not sounding right. Like, this don't even sound like my song. Like, it's damaged. I know this song. Like, bro, when I tell you it was the most distorted beat ever. Like
You couldn't even hear like anything.
Like you couldn't hear your shit. Like like you just couldn't hear your song. So it's like, you know,
I'm up there trying to catch a groove. Like I'm like, hey, doing some. And I'm like, nah. So then me and Alona got a song together because he's still thinking like in his head. I know he's thinking like, damn, like maybe like Silk's just nervous. Like we about to still kill it. So he gets up there with me and he's like, hey, yo, bro,
I saw the problem immediately, bro.
Bro, we get up there together. We start looking at each other. He's like, yo, you good? I'm like, nah, dog. I'm so tight, dude.
But it's like, bro, the thing is, it's like the reason we tell that story is because like we outing ourselves like fake, right? Because like nobody wants to admit they had a bad performance. But it's like, bro, like what did we do after that? It's like we made more music.
Yeah.
We made more music that was suited for performing.
Jack. I was like, yo, Jack.
He was tight.
I was like, yo, Jack, I just had the worst day of my life, bro. I think we got to get our shit tighter. Like we got to tighten this whole shit up.
So now you're probably doing sound checks at your shit, right?
Hell,
Making
that's
sure.
why like
That's
when
what
we do
we
our
did,
own
bro.
shit, like we're rehearsals, we're trying to like do sound checks, make sure that everything's official because
That's
we
fucking
made
crazy.
music. We figured out like we made music, especially him.
Oh yeah, I mean
like he made
4
music
projects after that. Like, I didn't
that's more
stop.
guided towards performing.
Yeah,
That's-
You
yeah,
feel me?
okay,
Like
okay.
That's how
because
you
you
gotta
figure
do it,
shit
man.
out like that when you like don't have good performances.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
yo, like what can I do with my music that's gonna make it hit more?
Yeah.
Add more drops.
Yeah,
Something
right,
like that.
right,
You
right.
feel me? Like
Yeah, just so there's that time in the crowd where it's like they want to engage. That's the biggest thing at this point where it's like nobody's singing your hook with you. Like, dude, you need to just make sure at bare fucking minimum, if you're getting on stage as an independent up and coming artist, that their eyes are on the fucking stage. That's like the bare minimum thing. I perform lots of times where like people will get up on this stage and the people aren't engaged. They're not even fucking looking at you.
Yeah.
And that may be comfortable for you because there's nervous anxiety, but like you're a fucking entertainer. So that's where it comes back to my inspirations outside of rap. Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson got on the fucking Super Bowl, stood there for 2 minutes. Motherfuckers just clapping. Like just going crazy. So like make sure that people are engaged with you. And if not, do something to make them engage with you. Simple as that.
Yeah, that's huge. So it seems like you like performing too. That
Oh, dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
especially with them, bro. That shit
Yeah.
is lit.
yeah, I
You
would
get to
not
do it with your
trade that
friends.
for anything.
Yeah.
Like, we
That's
just
fire.
Yeah.
we literally do what we're doing right now. You get some drinks with your boys, probably smoke a little bit of
yeah,
something.
yeah.
And then we just go
Yeah.
out there and just perform some music that we've done with each other for like the
that's-
past couple months. That shit
Yeah.
sounds lit.
Yeah,
I only hope it gets bigger where we're like doing that in a different state. Like
Right.
that shit is
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah.
Have you ever done like showcases? Have you guys ever like delved into that at all? Like the
No. We did like some online showcases during like well, I think I did like 2 online showcases during the pandemic, but it's like you know, those are like hit and miss, run of the mill type shit.
that's
Yeah,
what we've
yeah.
like seen.
Yeah. But an in-person showcase, I would love to do some shit like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Because there's been like recently, like I know DJ Drewski like had a showcase out in Bohemia, I think it was, or Oakdale.
Really?
Yeah. So
Oh,
like
shit.
I think there might be some more shits like that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, those things are definitely interesting but like, you know, back to it's always like 20 or 30 artists, so it's like you do need to stand out in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You don't want to be
Yeah.
just another blip in the
Yeah.
time that somebody had out. People are going to be
Exactly.
drunk,
Yeah.
whatever. So you need to make sure that they remember you in that night.
Mhm. That's a fact.
100%.
And that goes like further than just like performing. Like they know I'm the biggest guy on like the networking after. Like my favorite part of the show is after I perform and then I can do what we're doing right now. And I just start talking to the people in the crowd. Like,
meet them.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
I've talked to people about the most random of shit where it's like, I'm just like, it's not even about my performance. Like, bro, what's your name? Like, what are you just doing here? Like, do you
Yeah,
perform
yeah.
or you just like
Yeah.
showing up to venues? Like,
Yeah, like,
yeah,
what
like
is
what's
it?
the, yeah, like what's
Yeah.
the vibes? Like, I'm trying to figure out what you're here for.
That's
Simple as
dope.
that. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a normal guy behind like, ironically behind the fucking mask.
Yeah, yeah.
What about like interviews? Like, have you ever done any interviews before? Is this like your first one?
I did an interview with my boy Jack. We did a joint interview. That was like shit. We were like pups. Like I was probably like 19, 18 around then. So like this is my first one in a while, but I'm doing pretty good. I'm not.
Yeah,
no,
no,
that's
good.
why
Yeah,
I'm,
I'm
like,
natural,
this-
like,
I'm
I'm-
very like I'm
yeah.
impressed. Like you seem like you can do this for hours. So.
Yeah, bro. We've asked him, dude. I lived in Queens last year. I go to St. John. So last year I had my off-campus crib. He was living with me last year in the attic. We were just like, I was big. Like last year, I get Diddy on my shit. So I was like, yo, we're doing a podcast this year, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm watching Joe Budden. Shout out Joe Budden podcast. Shout out Andrew Schultz. Shout out Nori Drink Champs.
Yeah, that's dope.
Charlemagne and Andrew Schultz, Brilliant Idiots. Like I'm watching all that shit, and I'm like, yo, like I'm watching this shit for hours. Like I could talk. Like
I
think we do this all the time. Like we will talk in the car, smoke, come up with a fucking movie script, and then be like, "Yo, what were we talking about last night? What the fuck were we on?" But
that's
like,
dope. Do
it with a camera. That's content. So it's like if I can monetize that, do it with my friends.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Yeah. And it's you being yourself too, and it just goes hand in hand with the music too, because
100%.
when fans will see that and they hear your music and they like it, and they see you and you're just authentic, and it's just like that's just bringing everything together, you know.
And what you're seeing on the camera, like I said, you're getting the same guy at the show. Like if I give you a great show and you're like, wow, that was fucking great, and then that guy who just gave the great show comes out of the audience and starts to talk to you, like you're like, wow,
like
this is a fucking crazy night.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I want to be that type of performer in my life.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So a little bit more on like the process. So like, is there anything that you found that came like super easy to you with the music, and was there anything that like you realized was like, oh shit, this is a little more difficult? Maybe whether it be like picking the right beat or finding the right engineer or even writing, you know, anything like that.
So I would say being a writer and being a fucking brainiac. Some part of me is a nerd, and I'm really good with words. Like growing up, my favorite rapper also was Eminem, and like he said one time in an interview, like I'm a sucker for if a celebrity said, I'm like, damn, like I'm gonna do that. So like he was like, yeah, I used to read the dictionary. Who knows if M was telling the truth or not?
Yeah.
But here's my dumbass looking at the fucking dictionary every now and then, and I'm like, oh, that's a cool word. Like what rhymes with onomatopoeia? Oh, I'm a probably seer. Like just weird shit, and I'm like figuring out things like that. So writing was the easiest thing.
Okay.
But like alone it knows like finding my voice, like especially doing different things like singing and then going into rapping and then doing things melodically or things that don't require too much auto-tune. Like figuring that out was the most difficult thing, because I had went so much time not being in like, I used to be in choir when we were younger, and like also in middle school I stopped 8th grade. So like that's like 8 years ago, me like being in some structured type of environment and like using my voice. So yeah, I know use your diaphragm, but like besides that, I'm fucking washed on any of that like knowledge. So like now music theory and stuff like that, trying to figure out like inflections of my voice, what sounds good. It was just hard to do that.
Okay.
So that was the hardest thing.
Okay. That's interesting.
How about like you were talking a little bit about the writing and stuff. Like what's like your studio process? Do you write before you get to the studio? You have the whole thing done. You go into freestyle. Yeah.
As things are right now, I don't know what you guys charge, but I know you're probably, as you guys should, you're probably cracking you guys over the head, getting some you're getting something for your services.
We got 65 an hour right now.
Yeah. So I'm on the other side of that. I'm like 65 an hour. I better be coming with something ready. Yeah.
Right.
I know that you guys probably hate it when a guy comes in here and he's not really ready, and you're just kind of sitting around, and you're like, "Hey, I'm getting paid," but like, dude, what are we doing? Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting though.
There's a lot of different processes.
Yeah,
like,
that's the thing.
But I mean, if you're not prepared, you're not prepared. But like, there's a lot of people that will just come in and write like for an hour.
Yeah.
So
I just can't. I like to get straight to the vibes. I'm a big vibe guy, so I'm like, my producer Nico, shout out 61 Recording. I'll come in there and he'll be like, yo, like, what are we doing today? I'm like, yo, this is the beat. I'm doing this. This is like the vibe I want to go for. She's like, all right, let's get some levels. And I'll go right into it. Like we went up to Boston. This man cut a song in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, I was like, fuck.
Prepare beforehand. It's like I like to prepare beforehand.
Yeah.
It's the same way. Like I like to like go to the studio and knowing that.
Oh yeah, the Studio Attic. That's where you get like you
yeah.
get the run of the mill where it's like, all right, fuck it, we gonna get like 230 takes. So like,
I
know what I'm going to do there.
Yeah.
But like when I get to the studio, it's straight to business.
Yeah.
Like we gotta, we clocking in, job not finished type shit.
Yeah. I if I was an artist, that'd probably be my process. Like come to the studio ready with the song already.
Until you get your own studio where it's like you can vibe out and do. Trust me, I would love to do this what we're doing right now. Like just no cameras, no mics, just talk to y'all, chop it up, and then be like, all right, let me go. Cut a song real quick, and then we just continue doing this.
Yeah.
But like time is money right now, so it's like fuck. 4 hours, I gotta get at least 3 songs fully mixed in those 4 hours for me to be satisfied, and not go home like, damn, I wasted some money tonight. Like,
I hear you.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, and then again, like we're saying, everyone's process is different, because there's been artists that literally come in here, play the beat. All right, I'm writing to my shit, and it's like they might not take that long to write, but like if that's their process, that's their process.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, I'm not knocking anybody. Yeah, I'm just saying. That's just. That does not work.
That's
for
not how
me.
you do it.
I would love to though, because I love Juice WRLD. So like, I always tell him like, yo, bro, I just want to come here one day and just like yo, turn on the beat, let me just freestyle this shit. And just like, let's figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
But like, like if it didn't work, bro.
It's just hard.
My producer said, yo, or my engineer was like, yo, 280. And like, I walked out with nothing. I don't even smoke cigarettes, so I'd be like, yo, bro, we gotta go get some cigs.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about tonight. Like, what happened? What did I do?
Yeah. How about like, do you usually bring people to the studio? You got like a crew that you bring? You bring like the label, obviously. Yeah.
Have we not ever not recorded a song together?
Me and you?
Yeah.
Probably like
Some
once,
crazy
dude.
record.
But we're pretty much like always
Shaq and
together.
Kobe type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no
No matter like
always
where we
locked in.
record.
Yeah. How about like partying in the studio? You got like people. Yeah.
So this project,
Yeah.
it wasn't. You've heard the project. So this was like a lot of the songs are kind of intimate. So there was some nights where it was just me. But the next project I have planned, like I was telling them like, yo, we about to get lit in there, like bottles. Like I want people to pull up like different people each session just to like bring a vibe because it's a different type of music that I'm bringing to the next project. So it's like different projects, different sounds catered towards that. But I've definitely had times where like we are lit in there.
Yeah.
Sometimes those are not the greatest sessions. And then sometimes you're like, yo, you listen
It was amazing though.
Yeah,
like,
you listen to it
sometimes
the next
was
morning, you're
amazing.
like, yo, we did that. Like
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
lit. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's dope. I had one other question. I forget what it was, but I guess we'll just move on.
Yeah.
You wanna go?
So yeah, so on Apple Music you have 8 singles out.
Yes.
Which one is your favorite and why?
That's a good question. All right, so I'm probably they're probably gonna say I'm getting out easy on this one, but I'm gonna diversify it up into like 2 different sounds, kind of, because I kind of have like 2 different sounds, melodic and straight rap.
Yeah.
If I was gonna go straight rap, just like a lyrical exercise, Unity would probably have to be my favorite, just because. What is it, like 4 minutes and 38 seconds to just me talking about some heartbreak, just straight heartbreak for 4 minutes 38 seconds over a straight beat, like no hook type stuff too, right there. And then if I'm going some hype type shit, probably like probably 8 Ball or Black AF1.
Okay.
Yeah, some hype shit.
Yeah,
I'll probably go like that. Yeah.
Okay, word.
But off the new project, Lost Friends is like
Okay.
probably my favorite song that I made. And then my song Nemesis with my boy Jack. That is like, that's some shit.
Yeah.
That's some shit.
I think the intro was dope.
Yeah.
We won't talk too much about it, but
the
just
intro is
crazy.
crazy.
I
And
heard
it
that
just
shit.
it had you like guessing because you were thinking the beat's gonna drop.
Yeah,
You know what I
and it
mean?
just
Yeah,
never,
did.
never did.
Exactly.
That's dope.
Oh, it was
though.
him on that shit, bro.
Yeah.
He played
Oh,
that
yeah,
for me. I was
whole
like, bro, is
beginning
this
just
you?
me getting
That's-
crazy. Like,
It was like voice acting on the shit.
Yeah.
a couple times I was like, wait.
yeah. Nico looked at me a couple times like, he's like, nah, that's hard. That's some Alice in Wonderland shit. I was like, yeah, man, we getting weird in the studio tonight.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too much in the future, but like I know you were saying about your next project's gonna be
Yeah,
a
of
different
course.
sound. Do you have anything picked out yet, sound wise?
Oh yeah, I mean, so that's my process. Like I was saying, as much as things come out planned, like it's really not. I'm like,
Yeah.
I just go off the vibe. So I have like songs that I made a while ago where I was like, damn, this is hard. Like I got a song, Jokes on You, Too High, Gucci Shades, like that are already done pretty much. But it's like I made songs like Lost Friends, Accountability, where it's like such a juxtaposition that they can't go on the same project right now.
Yeah.
So I got to split them up. So
So I
like,
saved it for the next
yeah,
one.
but I already know what the next project.
Yeah,
like I know
okay.
where it's going. Like I have a series of tapes where it's like the Silk Daddy University. So I had freshman orientation, sophomore styles. I'll give you guys this is a first time I'm saying this out in public, but like the next one is Silk Daddy University Junior Joyride. So it's like we're getting into that toward the end of the ride, but it's like, yeah, this is gonna be fun. The next the next chapter.
That's dope.
That's fire that you got a whole structure with that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
That's what it's all about, man. Marketing.
Yeah. And you said you're going to St. John's. Right?
Yeah, St. John's in Queens. Shout out to them. You know, J. Cole alumni.
Was
feeling
my sister goes there right now. She's she's about to graduate. She's doing a teacher. She's being a teacher.
Oh, teacher assistant?
Yeah. But how is it in in college, like with your music? Like are people kind of onto it, or
that's something that I kind of missed out on because I just transferred there junior year. So I went 2 years community, like kind of the beginning of the pandemic, midway during it, and then I just went there and I'm living off campus. So like I literally show up to class and I like go back to my crib, or like I'm going back to class after this interview. Or not to class, but to like to school basically. So it's like I'm here and there.
Yeah.
Like type shit. So
Yeah,
it's like hit or miss, but I'm definitely gonna, like I said, I'm a sociable guy. So it's not like I'm not gonna be able to go back to campus and be like, yo, like I'm doing some shit now, like tap in. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to get myself through with some personality.
Dope. So you have one more year?
I got like 3 weeks left.
3 weeks. Oh, and then
I graduated in May.
Damn, bro. Congrats, dude. That's dope.
Man.
Yeah, thanks, man. People keep saying that shit.
What are you studying?
Psychology.
Cool,
okay.
man.
Dope.
What's up? So, actually, this is kind of you.
Yeah. So
you have a good.
So one thing I know you wanted to talk about too, and like I think this is a dope topic too. Is about people. There's a trend right now is like people selling their masters on stuff, right? So it's like Justin Bieber. We saw.
Yeah, she was crazy.
Yeah, Future, even producers, Metro Boomin. I don't know if you saw that.
Cashed out.
Yeah, bro.
He
so
did
it's
just
like
cash out.
So what do you what are your thoughts on that? Like, what do you think's going on? You think people are just trying to like get the bag, or is it like something happening in the industry where they know they might not?
Put your tinfoil hat on, bro. I think something's coming. I don't know what it is, but I just think like the parameters in which like we play this game is like about to change, and like we don't know what that is. Yeah. So we're kind of just like sitting ducks, waiting and hoping that it's not too drastic. But like, dude, I don't know, like. Justin Bieber out there selling him. Yeah, like, it's crazy. Like, Metro just dropped some shit.
Like, smart motherfuckers selling their shit.
Yeah, they're selling it for a lot of money, too. And it's like, and they're not stopping. Like, Justin Bieber's not going to stop making music.
Yeah.
So he could probably do this again.
Yeah.
I was going to say, he could just do it again.
On a whole nother cat. Like, Justin Timberlake did it. It's kind of fucking crazy when you look at it.
Yeah, because it's interesting because you always see the whole thing of the music industry is like, make sure you keep your masters, your publishing. Yeah. And now people are just giving it away.
Ooh, it's just handing that over.
Very interesting. But one thing I know with Metro, I don't know if this is for a fact, but I think what he did sell was his publishing for the songs that he didn't release. So the album that he just dropped, I'm pretty sure he's keeping those. Everything that's under his name, he's keeping publishing and masters. I'm not for a fact, don't quote me on it, but I think that's what it was. And then, like the future hits and like, Stick Talk and all those things. I don't even know if he did that one, but those, I think he sold maybe the publishing for that.
But that's even interesting to me, where it's like, then you get into like the metaverse, or like if they're going to use that, where it's like you go in the metaverse and like that's the music playing in the background. Like, it's some like unreleased Metro Boomin.
It's weird,
You
bro.
buying some Foot Locker shoes and like just unreleased Metro in the back. That's, I don't know. Like, I don't know where this shit is going. It was just a crazy like trend that I kept on seeing, and nobody just like talked about it.
Yeah,
it was just
I
like
felt the same way.
Yeah, you just saw it. It'd be like, oh, Justin Bieber sold his catalog for $200 million.
Like, wait a minute, what?
You're like, what the fuck?
And then you're thinking like, wait, does that mean like it's just
you're like, is that Baby? Like, is that like what did he give up on that? And like, and you ain't seen Bieber since. Like, he come out to Rolling Loud and then he gone. Like, got 200 mil. Like, he gone. Like, what do I have to be out here for?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And as a producer for us, like seeing that for Metro, I think that was a huge W. And like,
100% inspiration. Where it's like, ooh, there's a big payday like in the future if you get your cards. If you about your business, you could definitely get the payoff.
Hell yeah, that's big.
That's huge.
But also like, so what have you been listening to? Like, what are some of the top albums that you think for the year so far?
Dude, have you guys heard the Don Toliver?
Yes.
All right, listen. Don Toliver. You seen that meme with Shaq? Like, I wasn't familiar with your work. I'm unfamiliar with it. Dude, well, listen. I was not unfamiliar, but I just didn't know Don Toliver had all of that in his bag. That project is, from top to bottom, a masterpiece. SZA, that was end of last year, early this year, I think January.
SOS, I think.
Yeah, SOS.
Yeah.
That's Out of This World. Tyler, the Creator, just completely took over creativity-wise. With the videos, just teasing stuff, the way that he just did the deluxe to Call Me If You Get Lost, that's crazy. Yeah, that's so insane. I think Drake's about to gear up and give us something this summer.
Yeah, probably. I think he's on some shit.
Yeah, he's going crazy too. It's looking a little scary.
He's
surprisingly too.
Yeah, did you see the interview with Yachty and him?
Nah, he can't stop, bro. He can't stop.
I don't know what else he's gonna fucking do.
Have you heard that leak with him and Uzi? The Pearly Gates?
I think it just came out, right? I didn't hear it.
Bro, it's like he just be like just coming up with shit. Like, it's unstoppable with him.
That's insane.
Dude,
he shouldn't stop.
He's a fucking force to be reckoned with.
If he stops, like, who do you guys think fills that vacuum? Like usually in the rap game or in the culture, we have somebody who's like,
yeah,
you already know they're coming up next.
Yeah, that's. I'm trying to think because that's like.
I just don't. To me, opinion wise, I don't think that there's a clear cut.
Yeah.
Like rightful heir to the throne right now.
Yeah.
It's up for discussion, and that's the scary thing.
It might be a girl. It might be like
I can see that.
It might be like one of these, like could be SZA even.
SZA, like a Doja Cat type of vibe.
Like something.
Yeah.
I could see that because
I mean,
they're the
Ice
closest
is
thing
going
to
kinda crazy
Drake
too.
right now.
They
I
are.
feel like like
They're
no
doing-
dudes are stepping up to that Drake path, but like SZA on her last thing, like I think like smoking on my X pack, like she was just spitting, and I was like, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, is SZA just like, does SZA just spit me a 32?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's insane, bro. How about so a little bit back to the process. So I know you said you have a producer on your label, right?
Yeah.
Does he do all the beats for you?
No, so that's something that we're gonna get into too right now, like where it's like going forward for a lot of us, like we're just gonna use exclusively beats that we have the rights to use, where it's not like YouTube beats and stuff like that. You have to go through that whole wraparound. But a lot of my previous projects are just like mixtape type of things where it's like I'm using stuff off of YouTube and just like get into it quick and just trying to, experiment with sounds and seeing if people catch on to it. Because like you guys said, I'm very new. It's like 2023. I started like late in 2020, so I'm really only like 2.5 years into like making music.
Yeah.
Super early.
crazy.
Yeah, like I got to give myself also some time to like, I think lock in on the actual sound now because I have so many lanes that I can go. So I'm not so bland to the fans where it's just like, all right, for an era, let me lock in on this sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have an idea of what that's gonna be, or is he still figuring out? That's the whole point. You need some time to figure it out.
I think I'm still figuring it out because I like
because
this last project was like it's a new sound for me. Like I haven't done it before, and like I said, I came across some messages that I wanted to put up there, and I knew the sound that needed to go with it.
Right.
So I was like, all right. Now say I come up with another message, and it comes to call another sound. Like I don't know yet, but I'm definitely gonna lock in soon enough. Like I think that'll be my first real album. Where it'll be a specific sound, locked in, structured, a nice project type of way where it's not just like a mixtape or EP type shit.
Yeah,
for sure.
What's like your plan for? Like you said, you want to do more like exclusiveness of the beats and stuff. Like, is it going with your producer that's on the label, or is it more trying to reach out to find other guys and like stuff like that? Or
definitely tapping in with J2. Like J2 Tone is perfect for definitely a specific sound that I have, but definitely branching out to other producers for beats and stuff like that. Just because it's network, it's a good way to get myself out there. Build connections and like also being the head of like the DGS thing. Like, if I'm not out there getting opportunities, and I'm also doing a disservice to my guys, so it's like I'm here with you guys right now. Like I'm chopping. We don't know each other from a can of paint, but like we're getting to know each other real good right now. And I took that opportunity,
for sure.
And like shit, y'all gonna see my guys here on this too. You're gonna see him on this too, doing his own interview because like I went out there to stick my neck out, and I'm gonna do it. So I'm definitely down to go work in Texas, LA, Atlanta, all that.
Hell yeah.
How about like engineer wise? Like, do you think it's important to like stick? Do you usually stick with the same engineer in the studio, or are you kind of going out and just
jumping
really
around a little bit?
I've tried different engineers.
Yeah,
but I've seen that everybody has different processes. Everybody, like you said, everybody has a different process of making music. So I haven't been with too many engineers. I think I've worked with like 3 or 4 engineers. And out of those, I've found like 2 engineers where it's worked. My first engineer and then Nico. But like I'm not opposed to working with people. But then like because my artistry is so close to me, like it's a part of me, I'm also very protected over it. So once it doesn't work, like I'm not the type of person to still work with somebody that I don't think we have a good chemistry. If it doesn't work out, then I'm like, all right, like shit, maybe we're just good on beats. And we can do that. But like, I'm always good to work with people. Like,
I think that's important. Like, because I think it's cool to try out engineers and stuff like that. But like when it comes to like a certain project or a certain sound that you're working on, I think it's important to maybe stick with the one. Because it's gonna be consistent throughout the whole thing.
I went through that with this project. Like along the way, we went on a trip to Boston, and like I tried to mix it up with engineers, and it's just like you need to stick to one engineer because then you throw yourself off, you throw your own ear off, and it's like you're mixing. Like if you like, God forbid, any little children out there listening, you shouldn't be, but like you wouldn't have somebody do your homework for you and then hand it off to another person and have him do another problem,
right?
And then hand it to a teacher. She's gonna be like, "Yo, how many people did you have do this?
Yeah.
Like, there's mad hands on this paper right now. Like, too many cooks in the kitchen. You need to have just a certain amount of people lock in on something." So I believe in that.
Yeah, I think that's dope. Yeah. Definitely.
So I saw you're featured on a couple tracks.
Yeah.
Like, is that something that you do a lot, feature, or is it something that's?
So I haven't. I'm pretty much just featuring on like my guys shit in DGS, but after this project, I think that's something that I really want to lock in on, like a little like Lil Wayne did, like going a feature run where it's just like you see me on a lot of other people's shit besides my own for a time being,
right?
And it gives me time to focus on other things like the clothing, the creatives also being a part of like their shit, just like locking in on other things, because as you guys have seen, like I've put out a lot of music, so I want to also build a fan base where they could go back and see that catalog, where it's not like you just find one song of mine and then it's like, when is he putting another song out? Like,
yeah.
I got enough shit out where you could go through it and be like, damn, like I missed all this, and then you're really, really amped to see the next shit.
Yeah, that's dope. So. And do you play a role like I know like you were saying like sometimes like you know with the ad libs you were having trouble, so like you were kind of giving input and stuff, like do you guys all kind of work like that in a way, like you share ideas and share beats and stuff like that? Yeah.
I feel like we're just very open with like things that we do with each other.
We just help each other with the music, but like we all have like solidified sounds, right? But it's like when it comes to things that like when he's rapping and he doesn't know how to do an ad lib, and I just like maybe better at ad libs, like helping him in that.
Better at rap.
But it's like I can't sing for shit. You feel me? So it's like when I'm trying to do something different with my voice, like, and I'm trying to reach some place that I like don't usually go with my voice. Him and my boy Jack always help me out with that shit. Same shit with him. Like Jack always helping Misfit, like trying to figure out different ways to sing. So that's why dope. I love doing that shit with them, bro. Like, because it makes it so much fun.
Yeah, that's dope. That's definitely good shit to have.
It seems like you guys have a really good chemistry with each other.
Dude, it's crazy because
it's random as hell, bro. Like, it's so weird, random, bro.
I don't even know when I met, bro. Like, we can't even remember like the if you ask him like, yo, like when y'all met, like, I don't even know, bro.
Like, so even him, like I didn't meet Misfit till I met him.
Yeah.
But it's like
I'm very big on like if I meet y'all and like we really cool, like, and I meet somebody else, I'm be like, yo, I met these dudes like at Sink or Swim Studio, like they was really cool. Like I'll tell everybody about y'all, so I do the same thing with him, and then it's like they start hanging out without me. Like sometimes they be chilling and I'm not even there. Like, I'm just like, damn, like y'all chilling, like
yeah. Okay.
It's like you getting shit done, bro. Like right now, like he's doing an interview, his first interview, but it's like it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah.
Like, we're literally kicking shit, but it's like you're still doing good for yourself at the same time. Like, you know.
100%. So I know you said you both were from CI.
Yeah.
How did you meet him? Because
high school.
St. John. So we went to we went to school in St. John the Baptist in West Islip.
Okay.
Yeah,
and so you all guys went there. Okay, dope.
Yeah,
dope.
that was sometimes. Sometimes there. Yeah. Crazy times at Richmond High, they would say.
We're looking at your IG. You only got like 3 posts up right now, I think, right? Is that?
No. That might be. I think
that might be the label, actually.
Yeah, it might be the label one. We just did a little revamp. We wanted to clean things up a little bit. But I think mine I have like 11.
Okay.
I did archive a little bit of posts because I've grown. Like, listen, this man a year ago didn't have a beard. Like, shit, so yeah, we had to like clean the page up because shit was just looking crazy for a little bit.
Okay.
Like, photos of us like performing, bro, without me, like without the beard. I'm like, yo, who is that?
Who the fuck is that kid?
I don't like looking at that shit.
That's
so
funny.
we just had to do a little bit of a rebrand, but definitely I'm stepping into just owning the characters more, like on the project, the character, the young god, like stepping into that where it's just not just like, I love what Tyler did with his, like, it's ironic that he did that on Sorry Not Sorry, where like he displayed all of the errors of him. So like that's kind of what like I'm going through, where it's like having that like dynamic of like Malik, the person that like we're speaking to, and then you have Silk Daddy, and then you have the young god, and it's like you'd never really know which one is speaking at a certain point.
Right.
So like that's the excitement that I want to have my fans peeking into.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Do you think like social media is important with like that music stuff? Like,
hell yeah.
Do you do TikTok too and shit, or?
I tried to, ironically, 50. My dad's 50, and he's telling me like, yo, you got to get on TikTok. Like, you gotta. He's like, your shit is good. Like, your raps are tight, but you got to get on TikTok. And I'm like, damn. Like, all right, Dad.
Might have to.
Like shit. I got to get on TikTok, I guess, but. It's tough, especially for a guy like me. Like, I feel like my best suited platform is face to face.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you meet me face to face, I feel like even if it like you could fucking hate my music, but you'd be like, he's a genuine enough person where like I'm not gonna be like, yo, fuck out of my face, dude. Like, get that shit out of here. Like, you may just fuck with me off of the strength because you just like my personality.
Right.
I think that I face that more than people like doubting me, where people just like fuck with me as a person, where they're just like, yo, like, all right, like, yeah, if you're making music, I guess I'll fuck with it, bro. But like, they may not really be that interested into it. So I think that's more so of a problem with me.
Okay.
Yeah, where it's like, shit, people may not really just be honest with me and be like, your music's not for me, bro. I don't listen to it, instead of just lying to me and being
like they fuck with you as a person.
Yeah, so they just be like, yo, bro, your shit's tight. Like, you're the greatest. And I'm like, damn, dude, all right, cool. I don't know if that's like honest or not.
I hear that.
Yeah, no, I hear it too.
Yeah.
Who do you think, like, right now, is that, I mean, we kind of talked about it, but like right now, is that the top of the game? Like, is it, you know, top of the game right now?
Because Drake's at the top of the game.
Yeah,
like,
so
always,
we're Xing
like,
him out. We're taking him out.
Yeah, take him out. Yeah.
Besides him, who do you think got it right now?
No disrespect, like it's, but I feel like Tyler's in that same aspect. Like if we're taking Drake out, we got to take.
Yeah, because it's like such a cult fan base, and
that's like the same graduation. Like they came out together, him, Cole, Kendrick. So it's like that's why I said it's so scary, bro. Because like I'm taking long to answer the question. It's like who. Like, we thought it was Lil Baby. But, like, public reception to Lil Baby's last project wasn't too great.
Yachty got it right now, too, though.
Yachty's on Yachty's cold right now.
Did he fuck with his new album?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Like, I forgot to mention that. That's crazy. But, like, Yachty's project, that blew me out the water, dude. I was listening to that, like, Lincoln Girls. Like, you could play that with, like, a girl in the car. And she was like, what is this?
What is this?
Yeah, like, and you're like, oh shit, like Yachty's getting you like this? That's crazy.
The new song though, like the new song that I think he released.
Oh, the Holster, whatever.
Yeah, dude, like, because he's doing like that shit, but he's also still rapping at the same time.
Yeah. It's crazy. I think he's coming out with a new shit too soon.
Yeah, new project. Yeah. I think him, Drake, and 21, they're like a little.
Yeah, they've been like chilling all the time.
They're kind of linking up, doing some crazy stuff. Like this. He was on a Search and Rescue. He was producer on it. Like he had credits on it.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, so it's like Yachty's been going crazy, but I think that's a good question. I think it's between Jack Harlow, Lil Baby, and I would say if we're throwing a female in there, she's on a hiatus right now. But when Doja Cat was dropping music, she had everybody in a chokehold.
Yeah. That's
like chokehold was crazy. Like she would drop R&B, rap, it don't matter. And she's saying that she linking with Madlib or like Alchemist. I think like what. Bro, what if we get a Doja Cat and Alchemist? Like,
that's gonna be crazy.
I'm a Nicki stan, but like Nicki never did that.
Yeah.
And I know Nicki can do that,
but Nicki didn't do that.
No, but she didn't do that. So if you get a Doja and Alchemist, that's nuts.
Yeah. How about Yeet? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeet. You fuck with
Dude,
Yeet?
I wish Jack was here right now.
Jack loves fucking Yeet, bro.
Jack is the biggest Yeet fan.
Yeah.
If Jack isn't talking to us, he's probably reciting like a Yeet, like just rant. It's the weird because like listen to his. If you listen to Jack's music, not the guy that you think is listening to Yeet reciting it.
Okay.
Nah, and he's just out there like I don't even know a Yeet lyric like that because I don't really listen to Yeet like that. But he'll just mid convo just recite a Yeet lyric, and you're like, dude. He's like, yo, I love Yeet. Like, did you know that?
That's crazy. I just like Yeet because like he like mixes his own shit.
Like
that part of it is kind of like insane.
Dude, that's
like,
crazy.
Like the fact he's just sitting in the crib like making that is kind of fucking
and
nuts.
It's different.
Oh, it's different. No.
Yeah.
It's hype. I like it, but I just don't like. I feel like if I was turning that on driving, like, what am I really doing? Like, but I get hype in the LIE lane. Like, what is going on?
But I think it's about like knowing your lane as well. Like,
oh yeah,
because I feel like a lot of kids today, like, they'll hear some shit like that and they just automatically try to replicate that shit.
Hell yeah.
But it's like I think you got to know yourself a little bit, and it's like know what type of music you should be making, and I feel like that's what we're good at.
Right. Okay.
Like, cause like like Jack loves Yeet. I fuck with Yeet, but it's like. It would take a lot for me to try to make a song like that. Because it's really like, I don't want to.
That's
like,
not you.
Yeah, like, I want to be my,
like, I hear that.
Like,
yeah. And the thing with him, too, like, he was saying his inspirations, guess where his inspiration was? Young Thug and Future.
Yeah, he don't sound nothing like them.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like, I guess, like, the flow and, like, kind of, like, you can see, like, with Young Thug a little bit, like, he may have taken a little bit of that.
Yeah, like playing with your voice.
Yeah, but like he turned it into a completely.
Oh yeah, he owned it. Yeah,
it's just insane, bro. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and definitely that's like, I don't know. I feel like that's sort of like a futuristic sound that I think might be starting to come out, and you know, yeah,
for sure.
Guys like him, Cardi, and like Don Toliver, and like sounds like that shit is like from the future.
Yeah,
like, it don't sound like now.
No, it doesn't.
100%.
So now I want to ask you guys. So like, you guys are a label.
Yeah.
What? Like, are you guys open to, like, let's say Interscope or Columbia came to you and was like, all right, like, you know, we'll let you guys kind of run your label under us.
Yeah.
Like, is that something that you guys would look into if the numbers were right? Or is it something that you were like, no, we're doing this, we're going to turn into them? Like, fuck that.
Well, I'll speak for myself. I'm never going to speak for the guys. But for me, I've always envisioned it as a thing where it's like it becomes a partnership. Like, it's a distribution thing now. Like, we'll distribute the music through an Interscope. So now when you go to Apple Music, it says DGS LLC under exclusive license to Interscope or et cetera or whatever. But yeah, like I'm not trying to get gypped or anything. Like if that was the case, then I would have fucking cut an album and I would have begged any person to be like, yo, like I would have just started pitching it. Yeah, like, yo, listen to this, listen to this, listen to that, like every other artist does. Right. And then you get those artists who get signed for one project or one single, it gets hot. Poof. And then out of nowhere, they're shelved, and it's like...
And they owe $1 million back to the label.
I'm 21, and I have $1 million debt to Interscope, and I have no way of recouping that. Like, now I don't even know how to recoup that.
Wherever you go get a job, they're taking the cut of that, too.
Yeah, now, it's like... So now I have to go get a job at Target.
Right.
And Interscope, now is getting my Target checks. And, like, shit is crazy now. So, like, definitely. What do you think?
Nah, I definitely am on the same wave. Mm-hmm. It's just, like... Maybe like a couple years ago, because like I started music a little bit earlier than I don't know about everybody, but like definitely not Jack.
Yeah.
Like
When did you start?
I definitely like in that 2018, 2019.
Okay,
I dropped a single under like a different name and everything, and then I just like completely privated. I just like revamped everything. Mm-hmm. But like if you asked me then, I definitely would have been on like, yeah, fuck it, sign me.
Yeah.
But like now with the guys and like understanding more of the business side and like all of that, I definitely gotta be on the same page as Silk and be like, yeah, cool, cutting it. Let's like be a business partner. Mm-hmm. Let's like work together, but like I'm not trying to get fucked.
Yeah. Makes complete sense because
I'm not trying to owe $1 million back to the label and then be like, fuck, I'm working for the rest of my life to pay back the label.
Yeah, right. No, that's
I'm pretty much on the same boat. Shit, bro. I feel like if an opportunity came like that, you can't really like ignore that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like,
you'd be crazy to see
definitely like partnership. But I think what we trying to do with DGS is just like to stay as independent as possible.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Like you feel
Have
me?
as much freedom as possible.
Right.
Yeah.
Like be partners with that, but still creative freedom is very important.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And everybody's different. I feel like Jack is definitely right now, he's our pop star. So he's the one who's most geared towards like getting a deal. Like you guys listen to the project. A lot of the shit I'm saying on the project, some labels may not want to fuck with that right now. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that. I understand that. Like I went out there, took the risk to do that. That's the brand that I have out there being the person I am. So like I may not be the first person that a label's looking to be like, yo, let's go fuck with Silk's music. But if they want to fuck with Alona, if they want to fuck with Misfit, if they want to fuck with J2 Toned, or they want to fuck with Jack, that's cool. All rising tides rise every boat that's in the water. So I'm cool with it. Like that's what we signed up to do together. So that's definitely something that we have planned for everybody.
Yeah, that's dope. And again, it comes back to, it just comes, did I just cut you off?
No, I said definitely.
Yeah. No, it comes back to like even just like knowing the bit, like you were saying, you learning about the business and shit. Now, when you get the contract, it's like, all right, I'm not just gonna see $1 million and sign it. It's I'm gonna look at that shit, get the lawyer, go back at them and say, yo, can we switch this up? Can we switch that up?
That's the most important thing. Like I just told you, we're all boys. I know them. So like it was very weird after a certain point. Like, and I remember like we were all having a conversation and we were like, we're just boys making music. And like it clicked to me because like, yeah, we are, and it's great to have that mentality. But like you were just saying, if we just did that and never got our business in order, when it came time to that, we would have all had our hands on our head like, yo, what is going on right now? Like, we don't even know what to do right now. But like I had to come to them as boys and be like, yo, we're going to have contracts because I'm going to open up an LLC so we could all have this. We could have tax write-offs. So we could have all these things where it's like we operate as a legitimate business so it benefits us. And then when it comes time to do that, we're all not looking at it like, what is this? We're all already acclimated to the way that the business works.
Right.
Yeah,
and it's not like it's not like a shell shock. Like, well, it's like
like what the hell is going on right now? Contract signing things like so they're well prepared about everything and like everybody owns their masters. Like we're just like we're basically what a mini Interscope would do. Like we're just trying to help them distribute their things and foster opportunities for the guys.
Yeah.
That's also why I credit like Malik and Jack too, Silk too, because like they like he specifically like showed me that like kind of business side of it. You feel me? So it's not like you said, it's like you going with that mindset. Like you can't just make music no more and just throw it up.
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna work. Like you feel me? Like so they kind of just like show that other side of it to me. Like be smart how you like moving and stuff.
That's big, man. It's fucking huge.
Had like, numbers and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after
You just take yourself more seriously. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Do you guys have like managers like on the label or anything like that?
No,
You
so
kinda
that's
just run
something
it?
that I'm looking for too right now. Yeah, like we're looking for all that because we have the artistry, the talent looked out right now. So we know that we're locked in the solid 5. We got our starting 5 at DGS.
Right.
So it's like you're saying, we need coaches, we need managers, we need people to help us get to where the talent can't necessarily get you. Because the talent can get you far, but the business is not just about
And the
talent.
network
Yeah.
and
that shit is actually the most minute like factor in all of it is your talent. You need to know people, know the right people, be in the right rooms, and
Be
do all the right
connected.
things. Yeah. So that's the next step for DGS in a whole.
Hell yeah.
Right, dope. Hell yeah.
So, I saw how many. Do you have a lot of music videos out currently?
No, that is so funny. My first music video is actually dropping
Oh, it's not?
next Friday.
Okay.
I can show you guys that. I have a little teaser. Yeah. Shout out to Corey and my boy. That's another guy that I went to high school with. So it's like, I love the fact that I'm doing this right now with people that I know. It's also another layer of comfort.
Yeah.
Where like
yeah.
I could also get into my bag and be me and not feel like I have to explain to you why like I'm being this way. Like they probably were there for any story that I'm telling in these songs. So like it's not weird for me to go ahead and do a music video with them or go be in the studio with them and really get into my emotions and shit like that.
Judgment-free zone.
Yeah, we're not judging each other. I was there,
Yeah.
bro. I probably did some stupid shit like that too. Like
Yeah.
I can't judge you.
Yeah. No, that's super dope.
But yeah, the music videos, that's so dope for Lost
Crazy
Friends.
concept, bro.
Oh, the concept for the
crazy
music.
concept.
When people see the concept for the music video, they go. That's another one where they go like Silk Daddy, like that's a crazy mind over there. Like that's some weird
Hell
shit
yeah.
going on. So
I'm looking forward to that.
yeah,
hell
100%.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys are gonna look at this in 3, 2.
What were some like for let's just say like for last year 2022, like what were some highlights that you had, if there were any, like anything kind of cool?
We had one performance at Amityville Music Hall where it was a very, very nice turnout. And I think it was, like you were saying, where it was kind of the first time where you have the self-doubt, you hear the doubt from the outside doubters. And that was the first time in this journey of my career that I've seen that the physical like return on the investment, where it was like people were actually invested. Like I was getting people come up to me after the performance, like asking like for my Instagram and stuff like that. It felt like what every artist imagines the journey to be like. Okay. So that was the first time that I've actually had the two connect. And I was like, wow, like it was just like an ignition for me to just want to keep on going in it. So it was just really like a cool, like,
That's dope.
kind of not a full circle moment, but kind of a half full circle moment. You know what I mean?
No, that's big. I mean, like, just, and that's got to just boost up your whole thing, because it's like, yo, you're performing. People, was it a lot of people that like knew you were there? Or was
no,
it?
that was, I don't know any of these people at all. So that's why it was also weird, because it was like, I don't know, it was just like, you know, you're just seeing strangers and you're just going up there doing something, and then they receive it really well, and you're like, wow, like that worked. That's kind of cool.
Hell yeah.
So it makes you just want to do it again on grander and bigger stages.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then how about like some goals by the end of 2023? Is there any like specific, you know, goal, either big or small, whatever it is that like you're looking to accomplish, you know, by the end of the year?
I definitely want to I just want to have everything look how I think it sounds. Like I think my music sounds very, very, my music is good quality, just sound wise. Whether you like the way the content is or the lyrics, I think that it sounds a certain way, and I want it to be received that way by other people and look that way. So I think it's just me on building more of a fan base, building more of an online presence, doing things like that, doing content, things like this, where people can see the person behind the music and meet the two together. Yeah. So I think that's a really big connection.
And that's definitely something that I like personally. I look at, like, it's not like a factor like I'm gonna listen to it or not, but like I always will try and listen to the quality, because like we're producers and we own a studio, so it's like it's very I'm curious to see like how people like go about and I heard the quality out of your stuff, and it's just like, I mean, do you get everything mixed and mastered? Like,
I'm like heavy. That's why like it was a process, I guess, of me actually putting music out, because like I would do it and then I'd be like, damn, like I'm not gonna lie, like I'll go listen to like a Drake song. I'm like, well, fuck, well, how does Drake shit sound like that? And obviously my shit isn't gonna sound like that.
You gotta turn your shit up extra loud.
Like I want my shit to sound as close as it can to Drake shit with the tools and the like money that I have right now readily available.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go through that whole process. If I gotta wait 2 weeks for it to get mixed and mastered, then I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna plan in advance for it to come out. Right. So
no, I think that's one of the most important things in this music shit is like getting your shit to sound right. And it's like you'll see some people like, you know, like back in the day, XXX, everything was all fucking distorted and not really mixed at all. But like it worked for that.
Yeah,
but for the majority of people, when you're showing your music to a label and stuff like that, they're gonna see that you're taking it seriously when it's mixed and mastered and it's quality and everything is fire, you know. So
and X did that, and he found himself a niche audience. But then X releases a Moonlight. And it's like that's a perfectly mixed song, and it's like you have to do that if you want to break the ceiling and reach into a different audience.
Exactly.
100%.
100%.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Appreciate y'all coming, man. For real.
This was fucking
great.
Dope.
Appreciate y'all tuning in this week to the Aqua Lounge. We'll be back next week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just shout out real quick when the tape's dropping.
Oh, yeah.
April 18th, you're going to see Behind the Mask. We have 8 songs on there featuring Alona, featuring Jack D. Nicola, produced by one song on the end, Nemesis 8, is produced by Bobby Castro and Soren up in Boston. So shout out to everybody who just helped me on the project. And, you know, it's an amazing journey. I hope you guys are just going to stick with me on this. Silk Daddy on everything. It's Silk Daddy on Instagram, The Silk Daddy on Twitter, The Silk Daddy on TikTok, DGS.entertainment on Instagram, and clothing by _OPE on Instagram to get some of this merch coming out June, July.
Hell
so,
yeah.
It's been your boy, Silk Daddy, the Young God.
Let's go.
That's
a wrap.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Dope. You guys just... Yo, Molly, where you at?